Lesson 5, Unit 3. System Requirements and Design. System Requirements. This is the first phase of the SDLC. Here the focus is on develop the detailed functional user and system requirements. The main purpose of this phase is to further define and refine the functional and data requirements and record them in the requires document. This phase includes the work to complete information management process, develop the detailed data and process models, including the system inputs and outputs, and develop the test and evaluation requirements that will be used to determine the levels of acceptable system performance. This phase also delineates the requirements in terms of data, system performance, security, hardware, connectivity, and maintainability requirements for the system. Requirements need to be measurable, testable, and related to the needs of the project or the organization. Once all the requirements are listed, ranked, and approved, they are used to develop, test the system, and determine the acceptance of the final product. An important document during this phase is the requirements document. It is basically a document that lists all the information management requirements and organizes them by category and priority. The consultant will facilitate the requirements review session with the project team and develop the requirements document. The project manager should ensure that the team is available for these sessions and may invite other key stakeholders that will be users of the system. A critical component of this document is the requirements matrix. Here's an example of a requirements matrix. The first column identifies a requirement by assigning a unique number. The second column describes the requirements. A third column is used to categorize the requirements, and the last column is used to prioritize the requirements. This last column is useful to keep some of the requirements that are not important or could not be included in the current version and move them to a later version. The requirements document needs the approval of the project manager before moving to the design phase. The approval has the purpose to confirm that all the important requirements have been captured and that they are complete and accurate. It also provides the project manager with the opportunity to ensure a complete understanding of the requirements and that the document requirements can support a detailed design of the proposed system. System design. In the design phase, the system is designed to satisfy the functional requirements identified in the previous phase. The objective of the design phase is to transform the detailed defined requirements into complete detailed specifications for the system to guide the work of the development phase. The decisions made in this phase address in detail how the system will meet the defined functional, physical, interface, and data requirements. Since problems in the design phase can be very expensive to solve in later stages of the system development, a variety of elements are considered in the design to mitigate the risk. These include to perform a risk assessment of the proposed solution, identify and define mitigation actions, develop a contingency plan, and allocate resources to mitigate the risks. One of the deliverables from this phase is the design document that describes the necessary specifications for the hardware, software, people, connectivity, and data resources. During this phase, the consultant might develop a series of mock-up designs or a prototype of the solution to show the graphical interface and how the different components and interfaces will look like. Just like in the requirements phase, the design document will also require the review and approval of the project manager.